What's going on, guys? We are here for day number 7 of the Merch Focus 30, and this is a quick recap video of the first week doing this blitz period. So I just wanted to come back and show you guys my overall sales in the last week and also talk a little bit about the strategies I was using, what worked, what didn't, and then my overall cost breakdown. So now it's going to be a little rough here because I meant to film this 2 days ago, but just based on some travel, I'm 2 days late. So I wanted to show you guys on the 8th, the morning of the 8th, what the week closed out at. And now the overall sales was a pretty slow week. We only sold a total of 2 units, and they're both different shirts from different buyers, but they were both on Monday the 4th, and you guys can kind of see that here. Now, I was a little bit worried because I'd only sold 2, but that's actually been fairly standard for my merch experience so far. So with just based on the numbers that I've had in the past. Now, my so far month to date, we're now at 6 units, and that's because on Friday and then on Saturday, we both sold two shirts on each of those days. A lot of which I attribute to actually uploading the design. So to kind of touch on where we are with the design. So I had my designer, we got in place, and we started actually doing a lot of the designs, which meant I was spending a lot of time this week putting in the research aspect and then uploading these keywords and kind of what I wanted into the template that I talked about in a previous video, so that my designer could get to work. Now, my designer did start and was doing between anywhere from 5 to 10 t-shirts a day, but a lot of it we had to work out some fine grain stuff with our process and get it fixed. So as far as the designs that have actually been uploaded, now a few days ago we were only, right now you guys will see we're at 131 out of 500 live. So we've only actually uploaded about 25 new designs this week. Now those 25, I think maybe 50% of these new sales are actually from the new designs, which to me is a huge precursor that we're definitely moving in the right track with higher quality design, something a lot better than what I could do with the designer. So now the cool part of that is that I still have about 45 t-shirt designs that I haven't uploaded yet. So again, my focus went over during this week was all on the keyword research and learning more for myself about that process, and then putting that in my spreadsheet template for the designer so that he could get to work. Now we've kind of caught up. We have our process a little bit more in place, and now we're actually swinging the other direction to focusing on the uploads and the listing optimization. So I'm really excited because the rest of today I get to spend building listings and actually pushing these shirts live, which to be honest is one of the most fun parts aside from making sales. So that's where we're at right now. So on the overall goal of getting maxing out my 500 slots for designs, we're slightly behind right now since we started this month in this process about 108 designs, and then a few fell off. So we've, like I said, only done about 26 or 27 that have actually been uploaded thus far. Now, when we looked at overall, last week was fairly slow, but this week we've already done 4 more shirts, and I think that a big thing that I'm still noticing is that when you upload a new shirt, if you go and look for that shirt, 2 days later, you're not going to necessarily find it in the search results. So I think that there's definitely at least a 4 or 5 day period up to maybe 1 or 2 weeks where your shirt is actually getting aggregated into Amazon's search system before it's really kind of in there and hopefully generating a little bit of traffic. So anyway, I'm not positive on that. If you guys have any insight, I'd love to know. So drop a comment below. Now, as far as the costs and the expenses, I'm going to show you guys everything. So if you guys remember, we started this with getting Merch Informer was $16.99, slightly discounted. And then we did a design period here. And then over this last week, we did the first batch of actually getting designs done by the designer. So I got him to do 62 designs at $2.90 each, and then I covered the transaction fee on PayPal. So all in right now, we are $233 that have been invested in the business on design assets for the actual t-shirts. So you guys will notice, obviously, we've spent a lot more money than we've made. But you have to think of it, and the way that I'm looking at it is it's an investment, and I haven't even put any of these shirts up. Now, if every single one of these shirts sold once, and we're assuming I'm at a $2 royalty or $3 royalty, let's say, I've already made back the money on those t-shirts. But then if let's say only half of them sell once, and then we get a few that take off and over their lifetime do a number of sales, that ends up covering costs. Not to mention we can take these assets and then push them live to other platforms. So I'm not deterred by the number of shirts sold versus the expenses because, again, it's an investment and we just are starting with the actual upload process. So overall, guys, I'm still really excited about the next 3 weeks that we have here. We have some huge numbers to hit. So the big focus now that we have some of the processes more in place is on finding extremely untapped niches and then really focusing on the ones that work and the ones that I have been selling in, which we're starting to get a little bit more dialed in on. And then it's just making sure that we have the listings as optimized as possible and we're uploading as many designs as we can each day. So with that being said, guys, let me know what you think about the merch process so far, what you think about the first week of these videos and kind of where I'm at. And leave a comment down below with anything that you guys have found helpful in kind of working through this process and getting designs sold. So that being said, this is the end of day 7 and the first week. And we are going to be back with a number of new videos moving into the second week, including a few really cool interviews with some other people in the merch space. So check the comments below in the description for all the tools I've been using, and then also links to the Facebook group where I have some of the templates for you guys that I've been using and giving to my designer. And obviously hit the subscribe button so that you guys can see the rest of the journey over the next 3 weeks. So with that, I will see you guys tomorrow with another video.